there's two people. It's mostly two people trying to videotape a cop, right? So, how do they have their phone ready at the beginning before the thing starts, and it's always a black person always getting arrested? So like, I sort of think with this whole black versus cop thing, people are just trying to bring the cop media down and getting more black people being power and control. So it's sort of being like how we were being with slaves and all that stuff. They're trying to do the reverse, trying to get like the white cops being like acting like the bad person, and black people are trying to like rise up against them.
I think I see what you're talking about.
So like, it's just how can they know when the thing is going up? And like mainly in most cop things, from what I hear, is like mainly there's like black cops with like another white one being like all like just to make sure it's not all racial against them. And I really don't think you're trying to catch what I'm talking about, but
I think I am.
Yeah.
I think I understand. The thing that I believe in is a thing called convenience. Like, I know that it's not very useful in most situations because convenience isn't really that reliable. But, I mean, most of the world, we just revolve around the use of convenience because, I mean, it's just convenient that that person was able to have their video out at the time. Because I've actually been looking at a lot of, what are they called? A lot of videos about cops in the wrong. And recently, I've been seeing that it's not just black people that are getting in the wrong about it, but it was also white kids. Like, white kids who are doing skater things, they're off in, like, probably restricted areas recording a video, and then a cop just pulls up to them and tells them that they need to go. And there was actually a recent video that I saw, and it was exactly like that. They were out in front of a building. They were skateboarding around, recording and all that, recording some videos for probably YouTube. And then a cop just shows up and tells them, "You can't be here." They comply, but for some reason, the cop just ends up attacking the younger one of the group because while they were walking away, he started to laugh a bit, and the cop just went off on him and was like, "What are you laughing about, boy?" And so it just started up this giant thing. The kid ended up trying to protect himself, and he just ended up being handcuffed pretty forcefully, and then he was taken away in the cop car saying, "I'm gonna take you home."
Well, okay, whenever a person laughs at a cop, that's like being mean to them, and you're not allowed to be mean to cops and anybody. That's just bad, and not, for one thing, they're on restricted area if they're skating there or anything. And so like the only reason why like a white little kid is like being against a cop, because like whenever someone is saying like, "Oh hey, this cop is like bring down a kid in a video," and like for no reason what they think, and then like adults will get into it, and then like kids will get into it because kids do whatever adults do.
Yeah, they're
like,
very
they're sort of their mentors and all that. Yeah, so like they're just bringing uprights against the cops, and just
they're wanting to prove that they can be as grown up as they are.
Yeah, so like they're just trying to cause trouble against the cops, saying, "Hey, I'm just doing what my older sibling or parent said," or something like that.
Yeah, I understand that. But I mean, like, Hmm. Jeez, you put me up against the wall here.
Yeah, debate club.
I like it. But let's go back to the thing about the cops.
Yeah.
There was actually a recent video that I saw, and it wasn't really recent, but it was kind of like a few weeks ago, where there was a video of two cops doing wrong, and instead of it being like a convenience of someone being there and being able to record them, it was from the perspective of the cop. It was the cop's camera being on and just seeing everything that they saw. It was it was two cops, and they were going to a possible disturbance of this man who was mentally handicapped and had a what's it called? A history of hitting his mom and all that. They went over there, and their main intent was to just try and talk to him. They knock on the door, and he and his mom walks out, yelling at him like, you're fucking stupid, you know that?" And then he walks out. He has a screwdriver in his hand that he was about to, I'm guessing, put away. And then the cops just automatically pull their guns out on him, and before they even give him a second to react, they shoot him dead in the face, and he just falls over dead. This motherfucker is dead, and the cops are still yelling at him saying, put the weapon away, put the weapon away. They're just screaming at a dead body. To me, that's just... Go ahead.
Wait, you go on. Yeah, you do. So... okay, ever since, like, all this black stuff about cops being mean to them, all about this, if you haven't noticed, cops stuff been getting more stricter and more stricter about, like, people having weapons in general.
Yeah.
So, they gotta be more aggressive, and since the mother yelled at this person, or whoever yelled at this person...
Well, I mean, the thing is that after the guy was shot, she started running around screaming at her neighbors saying, "They killed my baby! They killed my baby!" I mean, I know that any mother would really act in a situation like that, unless, you know, they're completely evil or something and don't give a fuck about their child. But, I mean, that still just shows me, like, even though they had a history of him hitting her, she still loved him. And it makes me think, what was the conversation they were having before the door was open? What was he gonna do with the screwdriver? We don't know. They possibly killed an innocent man.
Well, okay, still with all the stuff in, like, since there's, like, I'm gonna go into, like, bad cops and, like, all those people, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, since ever, like, the riots ever happened, and people's been getting mean against, cops, okay?
Yeah.
People been, like, there's dirty cops and all those people, but there's, like, people who's joining the force just to make them worse.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you haven't seen on the news and stuff, like, there's, like, these, two cops that were put in jail for being, like, just causing trouble and killing two people that had nothing to do at all. That was doing nothing but mean.
Okay, I think I understand.
So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Wait, I'm watching your stream and, oh my goodness, I've never seen the ring of brimstone.
Oh yeah, the Ludikov experiment.
Yeah.
Basically, if you have the Ludikov experiment with brimstone, you basically just won the game, because you basically cannot get hit anymore.
Just put it in one. Yeah.
But yeah, back to the topic at hand, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I understand what you're saying. Maybe. But...
Yeah.
It's it's just kind of hard to talk about it right now. Let me think.
You're just sort of questionable all about this,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah, I'm
You never
questioning
had-
about it because
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm used to seeing like cops, mainly the white ones, being in the wrong because they usually are. Because a lot of cops, they just join the force because they just want the power. They want the power to be able to do what they want because most of the
Well,
people in
yeah,
this world are selfish.
Yeah, the people with like the power, like you're talking about, like they're like with everybody. Once you have power, you sort of like abuse it to like being for your own, being
Yeah.
good for you. So like, whenever like they have like now with the cameras, like um oh my mind sort of blank. So like so yeah, if they're using power, like they're every once in a while, like with like all the people who's being like with power and like abusing to their own, they're like turning on the cameras whenever they think like it's not against them, it's against whoever they're like
When it's
yelling
convenient
at.
for them.
Or,
When it's convenient for them.
yeah. And by the way, like the cops have like about no money because of the cameras. Like it takes like over half their money for like buying the cameras, storing the data for the videos,
Yeah.
and yeah. So like, I know like some cops are just mad because like they have to wear this new camera, they're not used to it, and
They're not used to
like,
being recorded.
videotaped, and like they have to think harder about what they do so they don't get like fired from their job.
Yeah, because they are used to
Some
not
people
being
are
watched by
Yeah,
at
some
least their
people are
bosses.
just acting in haste, like acting like make sure everything's good, like making sure they're not getting pinned against with the cameras. And some people are like just getting stressed about the cameras and all this stuff. Mm.
Okay, then. That makes a bit of sense.
Just never had a involved viewer like me before, have you?
I haven't had any viewer like you before.
Oh, hey, one viewer on Twitch. Me
yeah,
too.
you're actually the first
one
viewer that I've had that I've actually gotten into a actual conversation with.
Oh, wonderful. I have one viewer as well, so yeah.
Yeah, this is good for like entertainment. Good for my
Yeah.
channel and all. I think I'm still recording. I don't know.
I really don't care. I really don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's just mainly me
I'm
talking
just
to
here.
myself.
I'm just sitting here, hearing you twice.
Hearing me. Oh yeah.
Trying to sit back and relax, and sort of think at the same time that what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
To remember everything you need to know.
Yeah.
That's mainly why I try to put everything that I have on my computer, because usually it works for me except for fucking day. So that's putting me in a pickle. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about for this. We've basically covered.
Just go to the basher stuff.
Oh yeah,
We're
the
done about
Basher.
the cops. We're done about the cops. That's in the past now.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to the next subject.
Yeah. So.
Sort of got me into a blank as well.
Yeah. We got you in on this. Great.
Yeah. Just.
So.
Not my first
Today-
time being in a debate.
First time.
No, for you, first time. It's just
No.
not my first time. Like back at my school, we have like a debate club. We have all like with angry people who like to. It's not my first time debating, so I
Yeah,
choose my
it's-
questions wisely.
Yeah, it's not really my first time either, but I wasn't really in my school's debate team. I mainly just talked with one of my friends about them while they were in their debate team.